This first clip was recorded just over a month ago in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. In the clip, a woman can be seen returning from work and walking up to her own front door. Upon entering her home, she encounters a man who was in the process of robbing the place. There is a small commotion where the man says sorry, and he ends up leaving through one of the windows he had broken earlier to enter the home in the first place. The original poster was able to get a photo of one of the two men through her home's security system, but unfortunately they did not include it in the post. The woman obviously ran out of the house and called the police shortly after encountering the man. The police were able to collect DNA samples from the blood on the glass, but the original poster hasn't updated the post with the results yet. This situation is any homeowner's worst nightmare, walking into your own home, which is supposed to be a place you can unwind and relax, only to find potentially dangerous strangers inside waiting for you. The original poster was very lucky they weren't injured and that these particular burglars didn't seem too violent, because things could have gone very differently otherwise. This next clip was captured at 2 a.m. a few months ago in Detroit, Michigan. In the clip, an unknown man walks up to the homeowner's front door and smashes out 3 small windows with his bare hands. Right off the bat, it's obvious that this man is likely intoxicated, as no sober person would punch out windows with their bare hands. For whatever reason, the man decided not to continue breaking into the home, but the original poster gave more details on what happened after the clip was recorded. The man proceeded to break into a neighbor's residence successfully, at which point a commotion took place. The man then left the neighbor's house and tried breaking into the OP's house yet again. After apparently drawing too much attention to himself, the man ran down the street where a blue SUV was parked waiting for him. He hopped in the car and they sped off down the street. Fortunately, neither the OP nor their neighbors were physically harmed through this experience, which is lucky since they were sleeping the whole time. If you have any information on who this man is, they would ask you to please reach out to Detroit's police department. This next clip happens to have taken place in Detroit as well. In several neighborhoods in Detroit, there's currently a group of men that are going around almost every night and stealing or attempting to steal vehicles, specifically vehicles made by Kia. Because of their MO, some of the locals have begun to refer to them as the Kia Boys. In this clip, the aforementioned men can be seen approaching the homeowner's driveway. 2 of the men can be seen pointing a gun at the homeowner's front door, while one man forces the front door of the car open and hops inside. They must have gotten scared off by something or otherwise decided not to go through with the robbery, because they all end up hopping into a different car on the street and driving off. It is very disturbing to think what could have happened to the homeowner if they hadn't looked at their camera and had instead gone out the front door to see what was going on. This situation easily could have ended with someone getting seriously injured or possibly even losing their life. In this next clip, a commotion can be seen going on across the street from the homeowner's front door. Across the street, a woman can be seen walking away from a car, outside which 2 men are arguing with each other. It becomes clear that the man on the right has a weapon, and they both continue to yell at each other as the armed man asks the other guy for money. The man throws the money up in the air and on the floor, and the fighting continues. After some time, the unarmed man proceeds to walk down the street towards the left side of the screen as his assailant jumps in the car and speeds off. This clip kind of speaks for itself, so I won't give much commentary here, but these types of videos remind us how fragile life is. The original poster mentioned it seems that the girl was potentially an accomplice of the would-be attacker and could have set the guy up. Either way, the idea of getting a notification from your Ring doorbell in the middle of the night and seeing this go on in front of your house is terrifying. In the next clip, a car drives up to the homeowner's front door in the middle of the night. A man gets out of the car and walks quickly up to the front door. You can tell he notices the camera right away since he looks directly at it, and he knocks once before leaving. Only a couple of minutes later, him and another masked man can be seen on another one of the homeowner's cameras around the backside of the house, fiddling with the windows and obviously trying to break in. The original poster didn't give many other details about this clip, but obviously the men did not have good intentions. It is unknown whether the homeowner was awake or even home at all when this took place, but it is safe to say that this situation was very dangerous for anyone who may have been home at the time. This next clip was captured in the early morning hours a few Sundays ago. The clip is very short because all it shows is an unidentified man walking up to the doorbell and unscrewing the doorbell, camera and all, from the wall. As soon as it disconnects, the footage stops as well. This clip is extremely creepy, as one can only imagine that this man was not stealing the doorbell for its resale value, but rather removing it to make a potential break-in or other crime easier to complete without getting caught. I think it's safe to say that none of us would feel safe in our home if something like this happened, and I think the OP feels the same. They haven't posted any updates since posting this clip, so we can only hope that they're safe and that they have upgraded their security system.